bringing up issues that were very personal and very sensitive to Bronwyn's daughter, Gwendolyn, was completely unacceptable to me.
Todd, I get where you're coming from.
You asserting Bronwyn had a miscarriage, which was why...
Watch your tone.
I'm not watching my
Watch
tone.
your tone.
Watch your
All
tone.
right. Okay. No,
Okay.
watch your tone.
Just, okay.
This is a friendly environment. Watch your tone.
Really?
Okay. Okay.
Where's security?
I understand why that would be extremely hurtful and extremely offensive, but I think sometimes you have to realize when you're saying things on camera, then they live on camera and they can be repeated.
But
and so that's where it was. And
later,
I would
something that's so despicable.
I have, you know what? I've already talked to you. I've already
we've already
apologized to you.
this. Okay.
So you can like put on a show and pretend I didn't. But
I'm not putting
the
on a
fact of
show.
the matter
This
is,
is how I feel
my
about it.
intention was good. It was the hardest conversation I've ever had.
I thought that your protectiveness over Gwen meeting the grandparents, whether she met them or not, was admirable.
Thank you.
It was nice to see. Philippe from Switzerland wrote in, Angie, why are you holding Meredith accountable for the gay rumor when all she said was there were rumors? You never held Whitney accountable for getting Monica to spill the rumor on camera.
Well, I know that there were off-camera conversations about me, and you know what? I'll never be able to prove it. All I have to do at this point is just say Meredith swears she didn't play a role in it, and I have no choice but to move on with
Wait,
it.
it goes further than that. At Greek Easter, Monica told you it was never Meredith.
Hold on, let Meredith speak.
You have spent 2 years accusing me of something I didn't do, relentlessly insisting that I did it, and in turn have actually done all of those things to me as retaliation. You've spoken poorly about my business, you've spoken poorly about my marriage, but the point is, you have accused me about talking about your home, your business,
You did
your
talk about my
marriage,
home.
and I am not doing that stuff.
You
guess what?
did. You were on film talking about how Monica could take our home. I mean, she said it.
Do you honestly
believe
think
her?
I would
Yeah,
be like,
Monica-
oh,
I
don't believe anyone.
You believed her in
I
the
don't believe
moment,
anyone.
Heather, and so did Whitney.
How has she spoken negatively about your home?
Well,
Monica's
she's
a
made
piece of
all the time. She just is in her rental or Airbnb,
Well, don't you
whatever.
rent?
Yeah, I do, but it's said in a very negative light. Yeah, I do a winter ski rental for the 10,000th time because I only live in Utah half
So
the
then
year.
if it's a rental, what's negative? I mean...
Oh, it's the way it's said. It's clearly meant to be nasty and shady.
Robert from Houston said, Meredith, why did you expect an apology from Sean when you did leverage Brooks's sexuality so you wouldn't receive further scrutiny for the false allegations you made
Well,
about
that would be
Sean?
impossible because I didn't make the allegations.
But why does
so the
half the
premise
world
is
think you
false
did?
to begin with? And do we need a vocab lesson here? Does anyone know the definition of leverage?
I do.
Used to maximum advantage.
Sean was asked by a gay podcaster about it and said, don't you feel? And it appears that she is using her son as defense.
Can I
Sean
say
didn't say it
No,
appears.
let Sean-
I did listen
He
to the whole
said- yeah,
podcast,
I've
unlike
got it
what
on
you
my
said.
phone, too.
Let me just jump in really fast.
He said
because
it looks like she's using her
I
son.
think she tried to leverage that as a way out and a pivot for her. After that episode aired, there was a whole bunch of backpedaling, and you know she is a smart woman, and she took the opportunity to leverage her son and things like that, knowing that it didn't land quite the way she wanted it to. My thing is, if I were a cheater and that was a thing, say that. Don't make it about sexuality. I think they tried to do that to push the knife in a little deeper, and it didn't land the way they wanted it.
Play the question.
We have it.
Meredith said in this, I think, most or second most recent episode, you know, my son is gay, you know, I'm on the board of GLAAD, you know, I would never out someone's sexuality. Like, is that another, like, roundabout, not good defense? I mean, that's kind of, she's using that as a defense to say, why am I being blamed for this? I would never out someone's sexuality. Not that there is a sexuality to even out.
He said it.
Well, that question was very leading, first of all.
Yeah,
That's what this fight was about?
yeah.
Okay.
I used my son and his community as a defense for something I didn't
That's
do.
what-
Now,
here's-
let me tell you something.
This seems
don't
like a
have-
huge waste of time. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, Andy, maybe you think it's a huge waste of time.
No, but I'm saying this interview, it sounds like that guy led him into a thing.
But bait.
You can't let this.
Don't
these
take the
outside
bait then, or just
sources-
say I shouldn't have said that.
Right.
He gaslit me and denied saying it.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Was
it also
that
your
I used
perception
my
that she
son,
started the rumor?
his sexuality and his community to my maximum advantage.
Do you think she started this rumor?
You know, I mean, well, this stuff was happening. I mean, we were in the middle of it, you know, and I didn't say anything bad about Brooks. I would never disrespect your kids. This was in a different context. You know, the way I saw it, looking from the outside in, was that her and Monica had something to do with it. During that time, you must be able to understand how we could have thought, or I could have thought, that that was maybe a backpedal. And that was my perception at the time. You know, and look, at the end of the day, I didn't know you well enough to take your word for it at the time. You know,
Okay,
it's
so maybe
about
we
friendship.
need to clarify.
And it's about, you know, earning each other's trust and developing trust and honesty and that sort of thing. I didn't have that opportunity with you at all.
I think that was
really good.
What's your reaction
Well,
to that?
my reaction to that is his wife was told at après-ski and again at Greek Easter that I didn't do this. So the podcast was 6 to 8 months after that. The only person who brought this up was Monica. And Monica flat out said the day she brought it up and then again at Greek Easter that I didn't do it.
Okay.
So I don't know why they keep believing that I did.
Not absolved?
And let me just say, like, it's insane to me.
In Bermuda, we were like ready to throw her over the boat.
I didn't hear that.
Slight.
You